Yo, guys, what is going on? Welcome back to part 2 of Doki Doki Literature Club. Last time we gotten pretty far. We did poems. We did 2 poems twice. So we're just gonna get started. Doki Doki. 621. Yeah, so it has to be this one. Right, bro? This is where we left off. We were gonna make another poem, right? We were gonna make another poem. I'm pretty sure this is what we were gonna do. So let's see. We did one for say for Yuri. So that's what we're gonna be doing. Aurora. Dope. Suicide. Scars. Infinite. We're gonna go. Let's see. Death. Oh, that was Sayori. What? Okay. And let's see. Extreme Massacre. Flee, comfort, bouncy, excitement, cry, broken, nature. Are you feared too? What the fuck? Sayori? I wanna know fucking why the hell is damn, I forgot her name. But why the hell is he always not? And look at her, she's all, you can barely see her. That's fucking heartbreak. There we go. Natsuki, there we go, Natsuki. Now Natsuki's behind Yuri. What? I noticed that. Damn, torn. Misfortune. Tears. What? Horror. Papa, childhood embrace. Philosophy, graveyard, misery, mouse. There we go. Another okay, time to get into characters. I really want to be a voice actor, guys. I fucking love doing voices and characters, man. Another day has passed and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Games! Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood. I think it represents who your poem applies to most. Yuri is the target, but Sayori likes it too. It doesn't really apply to Natsuki, so she strays further away. Alrighty, Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to being in the club. That's all. I see. That's pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why is that all of a sudden? No reason really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch to get it open. Then she turns it upside down and let it. I'm telling you this as a friend. You need a lot more practice if you want to be a voice actor. Your voices sound the same to me. You need more variety. Then she turns upside down and lets the contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it! I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair! How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before you come into the club room. So either you're not hungry and you wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan on conveniently forgetting that you spent all your money so that I will lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves with that one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Yeah? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face and her book, her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell James to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after putting a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You're right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. Retributions. That's still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside of us that isn't there. Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But, you wouldn't have come if it wasn't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow! What was a cookie? Sure enough, a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my retributions. Retributions. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but I heard you blab about the cupcakes, and it was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears the wrapper and takes a big bite. The bitch returns. So good. Sayori suddenly claps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. Fuck, man. I keep fucking up my voices for the characters. Oh my jeez. But yours is chocolate. Yeah? Why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Oh jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand. Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Natsuki, you and the bullies I experienced in school are the reason me and Sayori and Yuri were so depressed in school. Mouth full, Sayori trots away safely. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably had some... You should have been the one who... Oh, bro. Wait a minute, huh? I think I know what you mean. She probably just has something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. Yeah, that's not true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings wide open. Wide open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chooses the club over her boyfriend's. After all, you're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth's got you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall, and to be honest, I just kind of lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You wouldn't have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should totally play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, James. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. So thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escalade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyways. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri's back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Hey, Yuri. I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. No. I was kinda just waiting for you. If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that I can make my reading time here any better is a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands and makes her way to the closet. I follow as she walks to retrieve a small water picture from the shelf, the kind with the filler inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri's hands me the water picture and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug it in the teacher's desk and and then we'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way that she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, I may have the water picture. Thanks, I'll be right back. Ah, I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? Yuri was just gonna make some tea, so I suddenly realized how weird it sounded explaining this to Monica. We're just feeling the water picture. Ah, okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? That's... Monica, please, mind your own business for once. Or do you want to tell me there is something wrong with involving James in the club activities? My mouth gaps. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, James. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Once the club hallway... Oh yeah, so there's just really quickly, for some reason there's never any music in the hallways. So there's not gonna be no music for a minute. So just to let you guys know about that. Now we're gonna continue the story. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri! Yeah, something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. Oh, there is music. Cool, finally. James, how come when I do something bad, you're being so nice to me? Because nothing that you do is bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We all have emotions and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. If your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane, no, you wouldn't hate me for something so terrible as that. Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. James, I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. It's like I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walked to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we returned to the classroom. James, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or any... Oh! Fuck! That was me! Son of a... bitch! I gotta fucking pay attention to who's talking. In that case, you're the only. In that case, you'll only. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Ah, perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided I would try expressing myself a little bit more. And it turns out that it's not very hard for me to do when it's you who's around anyway. Ah, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, James. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I could keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. James, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why is that? It's a little more easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall, rather than being over my desk. Ah, sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes, I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. Ah, I have some chocolate as well. A bag of small chocolate candies that I keep hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I take it since it will go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our side. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, holding one half a book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer to our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less oppressive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup, holding it with my hand that's not holding the book. I end up in a position that marks it even harder to focus, because now I need to worry about making sure I don't actually touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading inspiration, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Ah, sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. Ah, that's okay. I won't take any. Ah, are you sure? Well, if I touch you, then I might smudge the pages. Ah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any hard of a time reading it from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate and I pop it into my mouth. Then I take another and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply puts her lips as the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop I can't stop here. I appreciate she placed the chocolate on her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. James, I'm sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do, right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah, that's all it was. Yeah, then you don't need to stop or anything. I see. The situation has really gotten tense. Yuri tries to return the book, but I can tell by her expression that she even can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breath. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips. But it's different this time. I take the chocolate and I place it on her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Okay, everyone. Yuri jolts back. It's time to share some poems. James, you can help Yuri put away the tea and stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolate. In the end, we hastily clean up without as much as a word between us. I get the feeling that this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Why the fuck did Monica have to... Oh, Monica, you bitch. You know, me and Yuri were having a moment and fucking Monica had to fuck it up. Let's go talk to Yuri. Let's see what you have written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Yes. This one might be even better than yesterday's. How do you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday, I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why you did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving more imaginary. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah, I just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself, and besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh? Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't have a response to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. Oh no, if it's with you. I can't read this, Yuri. I can't read your beautiful poem. Cause I don't know how to read this writing. Okay, let's see. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread. For a guilty snack. My attention was caught by slicing, sculling of a raccoon inside. A raccoon outside my window. Who the fuck is at my door? That's strange. No spoilers, but okay, that was okay. The raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as a imaginary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, but subconscious, well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread of my hungry curiosity. The raccoon out age. I'm sorry, Yuri. I can't finish reading that. I was a little more daring with this one than I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday. I can see that. A lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can begin to imagine that this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imaginary and converting emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it face value, then I can't even figure out what's it supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that more different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things that I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So sometimes I enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing and people would make fun out of me. Do you have anything like that, James? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best way we can respect each other and our individualities, even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, James. That's exaggerating a little bit. It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing, but now I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling, and you're to thank for that. It's nothing really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. Just for the moment, her timidness seems to disappear. James, I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me. I'm not hiding anything. But your poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before. I mean, you're really the only one who feels that way, so no way. Not even Natsuki? Well, I guess Natsuki is the least likely to admit how much he likes something, but I don't see it. But I don't think it's that. What do you mean? Well, I guess to be honest about it, it's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. Why? Stop thinking weird things. Stop thinking weird things, idiot. I just mean you're a really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? But you somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things. Like cooking. Let's not talk about that. So yeah, I guess what I'm saying is I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time. I don't know if I understand. You never understand when I try to explain things to you. Do you, Sayori? I pat Sayori's head. Hey! I'm not a kid, you know. Are you sure about that? Maybe. Sayori starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands. Hey, James, will you give me your poem? I kinda want to keep it. Huh? Why? Because, well, it's the first time you've written anything for me. Sayori, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home. Really? Snap. I broke my pencil! Sayori hastily bends down to pick up the pencil she dropped. But being inative of her surroundings, she bumps right into me. So sorry! It's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down and I pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk upside down to support herself. To support her knees shaking. I'm a little clumsy today. Let's sit down, Sayori. Yeah. I grab Sayori's arm and help her sit at the desk. Anyways, I still haven't read your poem. Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours. Geez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. Okay. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like a lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts in a bottle. In bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams, friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my finger goes, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies, digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. I'm finally all done. I open up and I come in, my friends. And they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each other, and having in every friend, in every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be my friends. My friends aren't smiling. They are all shouting, pleading something. But all I hear is echo inside my head. Holy crap! Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I didn't expect something like this to come from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to being... maybe because you're so used to being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Oh, thanks. I feel like I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You got pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it. No more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Natsuki. Well, I can admit that it's better than the last one. It's nice to see that you're putting in some effort. That's good. But I still don't like this at all. It's trying too hard to be serious. What do you mean by that? Poems don't need to be all deep and sounding to express something. It's not going to just sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this until you're on Yuri's level. Natsuki stops short all of a sudden. Don't tell me, you're not trying to impress Yuri, are you? Well, what? What are you talking about? Keep your voice down. You know Yuri will love this kind of poem. You know Yuri will love this angsty. Just because he's talented, just because he's a talented writer doesn't mean look, I'm in trouble. Somehow I struck a nerve. I thought what I did was beyond me. So I'm so done with you. Natsuki shoves the poem and I hand it back over to me. Take your stupid poem. If you write it for someone else, just don't show it to me. Ouch. That's what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. Unless Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. Let's go to Monica. Hi again, James. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad, I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. You want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I gave my poem to Monica. Alright, this one is good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like totally a different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or she was talking about literature. It's like a light turned on the inside her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just meant that she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that. You must be pretty into her. You completely misunderstood. Ha ha ha. Calm down, I'm just kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Yeah, a fictional one anyway. Monica kind of whispers that last part to me. It's kind of a hunch, but, well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Okay, let's read this poem. Save me! The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless of meaningless noise. The noise won't stop. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, graining waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing? Sighing, causing, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. What? Save me. And load me. It's even more abstract than your last one. I guess that's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just kind of a thing I never really seen before, I guess. It's kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about though. Sometimes asking what the poem is about isn't the right question. A poem could be abstract, as a physical expression or a feeling, or a conversation between the reader. So putting it in that way, not every poem is about something. Anyways, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? Well, I have some extra planned today so everyone can come sit in front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good just in a few days. Well, just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. And that's a concern of mine as well. I really don't do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the events. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us why we're actually going to be what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Ah, sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing, Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. There's that fourth wall breaking where the character acknowledges they're in a video game. We haven't had that through the whole playthrough yet. No, we haven't. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recritic during the event. But the cool part is we're going to let anyone come up and recite poems too. Sayori is putting it all on the posters in case anybody wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys! No, Monica. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri had never shared their poems with anyone until a couple of days ago. So it's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess it's kind of overlooked that. So I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a gold performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And if more people who perform for better, will be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. It's all those reasons why we're in this club today. Do you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feeling that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if it takes a standing in front of the room for 2 minutes reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get over it. Yeah, alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glares around everyone else's experienced faces. I guess I don't really have any choice. Thanks everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyways, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way, Monica. This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poems in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of Frank? Are those lines part of the game? The lines keep appearing like an old school videotape. It's part of the games. Things just got a little bit more interesting. Huh? What lines? I didn't notice any lines. Maybe because I was reading it. Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Check the screen on your phone. You'll see the lines. Yeah, think of me. Oh, okay, yeah, now I see him. I don't know, we just gotta see, bro. We just gotta see. Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the Pacific poem she has in mind for herself. Then she stands behind the podium. The title of the poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line. So they are part of the game, it's not the screen. No, I don't think so. I don't think it's part of the screen. I think it is part of the game. How to apply she knows exactly how to apply emotion behind the lines. He recreates, bringing the world lift together. Is this something that she's done before, or is she simply a natural? Glancing around me, everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori seems amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finished the reaction. The four of us applause. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Yuri, keeping her head down, she walks up quickly over to the podium. This poem is called Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Sayori! Yuri? It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is it suddenly she's putting so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice starts to change, as almost like it what happens when Yuri gets absurd in her books. Her quivering words transforms into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns. It structures that indicates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire of Yuri keeps her concealed inside of her. Suddenly she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she barreled even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applying. Everyone joins me afterwards, and we give Yuri the recognition that she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud her, but we were caught so off guard that she must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds up the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Monica! Why am I saying her? Yuri! That was so good. That was really good. Thank you for sharing. It looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of the chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one is called My Meadow. Aha, aha. Sorry I giggled. Sayori. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think like you're reacting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like she gets to reach more deeply into someone as I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even James liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely, but it might be that another poems wouldn't work quite well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where this sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I see what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. The next time I'm going to make sure you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki. Huh. Don't make me go before James. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyways. Might as well let James lower everyone's standards before having to do it. Natsuki, It's fine, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go for what I wrote for today. I stand up in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making it feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive an applause anyways. Sorry, I'm not really good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that will prove over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alrighty then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki beguiledly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called, Why Are You All Looking at Me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting her poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she still is a little unenthused, her poem has rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken out loud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and reads and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of the other people? I mean, doing it in other people will be way easier. I can put whatever face I want for other people, but when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think that would be great. I think there would be another way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so, well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite then. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting all this effort in the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's it about for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. I know it's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning for tomorrow, and then we'll have a weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. Yeah, I can't wait. I can't do this. I can do this. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go? Oh, ready to go, James? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Hee hee hee. Jeez, guys, don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice. Oh. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, James. You don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori's being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. Ah, no wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. Like how we get to, Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day Yuri asks to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Oh no! What do I pick? What do I pick? What do I pick? Fuck, man. Now you're giving me the hard questions here. Fuck, just for Sayori's sake, I would. Sayori. Monica. Oh my god, Monica! That's someone's named Monica in my life. Holy shit. You really think I would ditch you for Yuri? But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez, I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you really seem like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, James. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted to, so... Sayori, I already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point of speculating something that's never gonna happen? Bye, Monica. Thank you for stopping by. The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about, but I wanted to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Da, da. Yes. Main setting. Alrighty then, guys. Well, we gotten through another hour and a half of Doki Doki. Things are starting to get a little heat up, I guess, with Yuri and everybody, you know, going for the festival. Let's see what happens here, like tomorrow or something, yeah? So again, thank you to my bro William Valdez, aka Ultimate Frozen Fan, for watching, and for anybody else that watches in the future. Again, I'm freaking loving this game. So fucking love this game. So good. So, with that being said, don't forget to like and subscribe, share with your friends, and follow me on Twitter and Facebook. And I will see you guys in the next stream. Peace.